Rocks scattered across the road, an effort by Israeli protesters to block aid trucks from reaching Gaza.
These trucks are taking food to Hamas. Hamas are murderers, rapists, terrible, terrible people. We think that our government has been forced by the Americans to give them this food. The government doesn't like it, we don't like it. We're doing our best to stop them. And even if we just hold them up for a few hours, that's a few hours that the Hamas will not have the food, and we're happy about that. We're doing the best we can.
From the sky, the backlog becomes clear. Many of these trucks are meant to enter Gaza through the Kerem Abu Salem crossing in the south of the Strip. Police use water cannon to disperse the demonstrators. Kerem Abu Salem reopened on Wednesday after a Hamas rocket attack, but with the current operation by Israel's military, the UN says no Palestinian workers can safely reach the other side to process the goods. The main aid artery into the south, the Rafah crossing with Egypt, also blocked since Israel moved in with tanks a few days ago. The Biden administration has put a lot of pressure on Israel to allow more aid into Gaza. The Northern Erez crossing opened on the day U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken was here early May, the first time since it was damaged in the October 7th attack. And the first shipment has left Cyprus on its way to the American-built floating dock, a controversial move that would bring aid into Gaza from the sea. But aid agencies say if the land borders were open with no constrictions, that would be the easiest, fastest, and most efficient way to get aid to the Palestinian people.
Jordan has also sent aid trucks to Gaza, and some of those have come under attack from right-wing Israeli protesters. Jordan's foreign ministry has condemned the attack, saying it holds Israel fully accountable and that Israel should do more to ensure the swift and safe entry of aid into Gaza. That's its legal obligation as the occupying power. Stephanie Decker, Al Jazeera, Amman.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.
Daphne here has found
4 reasons why you shouldn't.
Is the Associate Director of Peace and Security with Oxfam America. He's joining us from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Paul. We're hearing that the first shipment of aid to the U.S.-built floating pier in Gaza has departed from Cyprus. Just how much of a difference do these ships make compared to what can come through land crossings?
Thanks for having me on, and I appreciate hearing the testimonies of people who are in Gaza now. And what you'll hear, having heard them, is, of course, every pallet, every truckload of aid matters, whether it's food, water supplies, medicine, every little bit matters. But there's a separate question as to whether a mechanism like this is worth what it costs and worth the amount of political attention and political support that's necessary to get it off the ground, when the alternative is that same political pressure could be put on making sure ground routes are open, which are more scalable, safer, able to transport much, much more assistance more directly to people in need. So this maritime corridor, if it transports aid, then great, but it doesn't solve the fundamental problems that are driving this humanitarian crisis.
And I know that it's your job to advocate for all of those things with the U.S. government. What are you telling them, especially, as the humanitarian situation in Gaza worsens by the day? What are you saying to the U.S. government, and what do they say in response to you?
Well, first and foremost, what we're telling the U.S. government is that they need to be putting all of their energy and all of their political capital behind a ceasefire, because there is simply no way to meet the immense and burgeoning needs of Palestinians in Gaza under this level of violence and with this.
All right, I'm finally sitting down and camping, getting ready to post on socials now. Welcome in, Sharky. Anybody else that's here as well. I'm going to be posting on socials while we're watching this, and then we'll get started with Sable in a little bit.
This level of humanitarian.
Thanks for being here.
Access. As you mentioned at the top of this program, people in the north are either experiencing famine or facing famine in a matter of days. what's needed there isn't just dramatically increased amounts of food, which is needed, but you need broad medical interventions to deal with the kind of severe acute malnutrition we're seeing, particularly in children. And that just can't happen in a place that's under constant bombardment, where people aren't allowed to go and where health facilities aren't functioning. So our primary message is all aid routes open, of course, focus on the ground routes, less so on this maritime corridor. But we need a ceasefire in order to do our jobs.
And, given just how much is at stake for the 2.3 million people in Gaza, how does the U.S. respond to your concerns?
Well, the U.S. government now, over the past month and a half, is on record supporting a ceasefire. They're not clear that they're supporting a permanent ceasefire immediately, and I think that's getting caught up a little bit into the details of negotiations between the government of Israel and Hamas. But the main point of tension there...
I don't even think it's been a month and a half.
The place that the U.S. government hasn't been willing to go until late yesterday is to really make sure that all of the U.S.'s political and military leverage is used to push the parties toward a ceasefire and to push the government of Israel to allow all of the assistance that people in Gaza so desperately need to move in. I guess, and most of all, just seeing what's unfolding to prevent this major ground operation in Rafah from unfolding, which would be so damaging, not just for the people there who are living in fear, but for people all across the Gaza Strip who depend on Rafah for as a hub for humanitarian assistance. And so what we're hoping to see now is the U.S. government further lean into that posture and really do everything it can to de-escalate the fighting, increase access to aid, and push for a ceasefire.
Scott Paul of Oxfam America, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, right. It'll happen as soon as it's convenient. And it's still not convenient. The only reason they're doing it is because of public pushback. Let's see what else we got. U.S. pausing arms. Yeah, I heard about this.
What's your credit card debt balance?
Shut up.
A closer look at just how much the U.S. supplies Israel. U.S. military funding has increased since the beginning of the war on Gaza. President Biden signed a $15 billion military aid package last month. Since October 7th, the U.S. has delivered 50 shipments of arms, and over 130 cargo planes loaded with weapons have been delivered.
130.
Dr. Patrick Bury is a defense and security analyst at the University of Bath, and he's joining us live from Bath. Always a pleasure to have you on the News Hour, Mr. Bury. Thank you for your time. The shipment that has been paused, we know, includes 1,800 900-kilogram bombs and 1,700 200-kilogram bombs. We know that Israel dropped 900-kilogram bombs hundreds of times, at least in the first months of the war. So can you put that paused shipment into context of Israel's bombing campaign?
Good afternoon, Elizabeth. Yes, these, you're talking in kilograms. They're like I'm a former military, and in the military, especially the US and Western militaries, they're referred to as like 5 pounds. So 2,000-pound bomb has a lethal blast range of about 1,000 feet or 300 meters, depending on the environment it's dropped in. And the smaller 500-pound bombs could be about 250 feet. So, in terms of 80 meters or something like that. So, especially the 2,000-pound bombs, they're extremely large pieces of ordnance. For example, in Afghanistan, when we were serving there, we would usually, if we had to use them, we'd use a 500-pound bomb. The 2,000-pound bomb is really big. And this package, which is being delayed, is actually not part of that 15 billion that is being signed on. It's been pre-ordered before that. And obviously, the US is focused, as Defense Secretary Austin said, on these large ordnance, heavy ordnance items, which they see as Israel using mainly offensively, and are incredibly worried because they've seen the evidence of them being used against civilians. So they're saying, well, we're not supplying that now, given we have major concerns about how you're going to go into Rafah. And as we've just heard from Mohammed, it seems like the politics, the internal political divisions in Israel, they're not even sure exactly what they're trying to do. Seems like they're trying to calibrate some sort of action in Rafah, which is a bit more targeted and taking control.
Honestly, we're getting a lot of that on like everything too. Like when they target civilians and kill them, like it just seems like there's hardly any like anybody managing that. Like it seems like nobody wants to. It's either somebody is managing that or they're not going to fess up so that this person gets in trouble, or they're just like they don't care. You know, it's not just. It's like everything in their bureaucracy seems like an what is it, amorphous or like an amalgam or whatever. Like it's just so that nobody can end up really bearing the responsibility of what's going on, and I think that's backfiring on them because now we just see that as like Israel in general, you know.
Yeah.
With also fighting and talking and negotiations in Cairo.
Yeah, incredibly difficult to calibrate, of course, because we know of the divisions in the Israeli government and the war cabinet since the war on Gaza began. You know, you touched on what the U.S. Defense Secretary said, saying that they would like to see Israel using smaller, higher precision bombs, but in an area as densely populated as Gaza.
Shouldn't use any bombs,
is it
man.
possible for Israel to conduct a war, go after fighters, without mass civilian casualties?
No. I mean,
No
this gets quite morbid quite quickly. It depends on the numbers you're talking about. For example, there are higher precision munitions with smaller warheads, like the Hellfire missile, which the US does also provide, and that's used on drones and helicopters. The question is, and I think this is what Israel would make the point, is
and aid cars and people's houses.
that some of these are so, especially the tunnel network, so dug in that the Hellfire just doesn't have the penetrative capability to deal with those targets. So that's what they say. They say this is basically all-out war. They're heavily dug in, and we need to destroy the tunnel networks, and therefore we're using these ordnance. Of course, the way a lot of other Western militaries who have fought this would look.
Have you ever thought of playing Fear and Hunger LGM? No, I don't know what that is. Could you tell me what it is?
But would go back and said the level of casualties is too high, given the horrific attack you've suffered on October the 7th. And there is a more targeted way of doing this. And the Israelis are actually famous for developing and refining a more targeted counterterrorism approach to taking on these groups, essentially.
This dude's definitely a centrist
in its neighborhood. So it's really been a gloves-off approach and a lot of fury, I think, in the early days. And then Israel, listening in, to some extent to its allies, has got more targeted in its approach. We've seen in terms of targeting Hamas leaders. I think what they're doing in Rafah is an attempt basically to be more targeted, but also to show the hardliners in the cabinet that they're going to take action. I think Ben Gavir,
I can't believe this dude is on Al Jazeera because he's super biased.
Mohammed said there, Ben Gavir's statement is basically asking to be fired, and that's, I think, quite indicative of potentially where this is going. There may well be a deal that he doesn't want to be part of it.
Yeah, again, the Israeli Prime Minister has the extreme right. On the one hand, he has his Western allies that are, speaking of great concerns about how it's conducting its war. There are reports that Israel can look elsewhere for weapons, but can they, given the international concerns over how it's using those arms? And if the U.S.
No, I don't think anybody would supply Israel with the amount of weapons the U.S. is.
Continues to restrict those arms, do you think that will have an impact?
We already know China and Russia are against what they're doing. It's one of those RPG Maker games. I'm trying to think of the words to describe it, like Soulsborne Pokemon games. Soulsborne Pokemon game. That sounds like something up my alley.
In Israel's calculations on how they conduct the war.
Yes, it will. And, unnamed U.S. officials have said if they go into Rafah in a major way, launch another full-out offensive, this won't be the last of the delays or the pauses. So the question...
All right, I'm over this dude. Let's start this shit up. There we go. What up, friends? Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a decent day. My day has been all right. I worked on some pixel art for just something casual I want to do on my own, but it's been real fun. I'll tell you guys about it when there's more people in here, maybe. First one's $8 on Steam. It's like it's got multiple installments. What? I'll have to check it out. Fear and Hunger. Okay. Time for that honey in my ears. What's up, Dave? The cicadas have started to scream here. Oh man. In the arms of the angels, fly away from here. It's too bad Jeep Jockey or Meowin isn't here. They'd clip that. Went to the dentist the other day, found out I have to get a whole top row of my teeth taken out. What the hell? That's terrible. If I went to the dentist, I'd probably have like 60 fucking cavities. Good thing I can't afford it. Only the rich get to keep their teeth, yep. What up, Jag? How you doing? Don't you know? Only the rich get to keep their teeth in this country. Or if you're poor, you can keep your teeth, but then you can get a disease. Alright, we're probably going to finish this game today. See what quests we still have to do. I could collect all the chum eggs, but like, that's just such a thing. Seven Sisters Station. Alright, let's do it. Which one is that again? Have I not been here yet? There's a shadow here, but I haven't been here yet. Let's go see what that is. Well, I'll go here first. I have Medicaid. Fortunately, after some searching, I was able to find a normal surgeon that takes it. Hell yeah. How come there are two buckets here? Come to me, bike! What's up, Meowin? How you doing? We're probably gonna finish up Sable today. Turn this down just a little bit. I don't really want to because the sound design is so good, but I want you guys to be able to hear me. Okay, where is it? There we go. Let's do 80%. Oh, Jesus Christ. Drive safe, Meowin. Don't listen to Jag. Come on, baby. Ah, damn it. I got an achievement for getting 5 seconds of airtime. LGM doesn't know what they're talking about. Pretty sure I have some kind of gum disease. It's getting rid of the teeth. It's supposed to help get that under control. Silver lining, you know. Yeah, I probably do too. I haven't been to the dentist in like 2 or 3 years. And if I ever have a stable income, I guess that'll be the next thing I do after I get a car, after I get in therapy. If I ever have a stable income. Can we just be rid of capitalism already? Could you imagine? Maybe that's what heaven is like. I mean, that's what the Christians imagine heaven to be. So why can't they make their world like that, their current world? Why do we have to live an entire life and die to go there? Just wait till climate change really kicks in, the system won't hold. It would be really funny if climate change was the last thing. Like the straw that broke the camel's back was climate change. That would be really funny. Okay, we're almost here, so I guess whatever this is like to the right of me. Somewhere around here. Oh God. Okay, so it's this, whatever this is. I guess we'll find out. It's already 100 outside today, gonna be another record-breaking summer, yeah. And tons of people are gonna die from heat exposure, and the news isn't gonna say shit about it. It was 97 where I am. Fucking crazy, man. Already had the hottest April on record here in Australia. Not surprised to hear that. There's probably records being broken everywhere this year. What the hell are we gonna do about it? You guys stay safe, man. I almost want to jump in this because, like, I haven't died a single time in this game. I don't think that you can, but I also don't want to test it. Okay, there's probably nothing up there. We had tomato pass through the other day. Oh, a tornado. We had a tomato. RN looks like an M to me sometimes. We had a anyway, tornado passed through the other day. I live in a really hilly area, so it should be harder for them to actually touch down. Probably won't be the last. Terrifying. I am terrified of tornadoes, dude. Hello, chum. looks like there's nothing over here. Usually black stuff on the map means like there's something interesting there, but... Alright, let's go back here and ask about glowworms, I guess. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. There's a book called Ministry for the Future, and they figured out what to do to stem the tide of climate change in that book. Let's say it's something in regards to billionaires. Eat the fucking rich. Come here, you. Okay, I have to ask people about glowworms, I think. Oh, look who it is. What are the chances? You look well, friend. Friend? I affect a casual air, and she cannot see me grin and as I ask how she's found herself here. Well, I had planned to go to Hakoah properly, but as much as I have faith in these old bones to hold me, I didn't fancy roaming in the waste for too long. Shame, though. I was hoping to grab a few glowing mushrooms. If you can get past the sulfur pools, they'll make for quite a snack. I tell her I had never known them to be edible. I'd seen them among Driss's supplies once. He had told me they were poisonous and never to touch them. Oh, they're very edible. Found that out a very entertaining evening in Ekria. Let's just say there's a case to be made for this in my third gliding if I count the night I had as my second. Oh, so they're hallucinogenic maybe. She laughs at the memories and I cheekily reevaluate several things about Driss. You've done enough for me, of course, but if you do happen to find any of these fungi, luminescent little fellows, I'd love a few. I tend to grow in a cave at the sulfur pools far south of here. Okay, no new dialogue from either of them. You know where I can find some glowworms? Yes, absolutely I do. There's a cave far to the south of here, just packed with the sinister little creeps. Sinister little creeps. I hate them. They're just awful. But unfortunately, they're of use sometimes, so I've become quite practiced at catching them. Yo, I made my first clip. Took way too long to get it shared. Put it in the gaming lounge chat. Oh, you made a clip of Did you make a clip of me singing, Dave? I ask if she might be able to help, and the response is a shudder. Absolutely not. But I can advise you'll need to get them down from where they nest on the roof of the cave. To do that, look for sulfurous rocks lying around nearby. You want to write this down? I tell her I'm making mental notes. Well, you want to look for sulfurous rocks and get them wet. They'll start smoking. That should be enough to knock the glowworms out and net you your awful slimy quarry. Rather than put her through more, I offered my thanks and move along. Anything else I can help you with? Nope. Time to get some worms. Oh! So what's everybody up to tonight? Other than watching my stream, of course. I'm still mostly trying to forget the absolutely horrible things that I saw last night on Instagram. I don't think it's gonna happen. What's up, Fuzzy? What did Biden finally put his foot down? I did hear that they are they have halted weapons sales in Israel, and in my opinion, it is too little, too late. Far too little, too late. I mean, thousands of people have been fucking murdered now. Yeehaw! $21,000 dead children, Biden. Yep. It's all your fucking fault, douchebag. Aw, you can't fish here? Oh my god, oh my god. Halted sounds just like restocking. Yeah, I'm sure it's... honestly, I'm sure it's just a word for the, I'm sure it's just a word for the media, honestly. Wait, this is where I just was. Is there actually a cave here? I wonder where the entrance is. All the footage of Rafa is truly blackpilling shit, yeah. Thing is, that stuff has been happening. It done been happening. Is it a cave behind a waterfall? Hold on. We're gonna find out if this is lava or not. As I thought. Dude, I never would have seen this. Nice. We got a waterfall cave. Throughout this, I didn't really think about people's pets until I saw a video of a stray dog. Oh yeah. I've seen all kinds of terrible things, terrible pet things. I have not seen... God, it's just... I am forever changed. Okay, so we gotta get some smoke under these guys so that they fall down. Get a sulfurous rock. What is this? This is probably the rock. Smoke them out. Only one? It's hard to see where the smoke goes. I have this horrible memory of me abusing this cat we had when I was like 5. Luckily it ran away. Well, that's terrible. Don't abuse animals. Now we got wormies. Is that like a dodecahedron vape? I guess this is a dodecahedron, isn't it? Yeah. The way light works in this game is really neat. Well, I guess that's all we needed here. I bought a goat milk stand on Facebook Marketplace yesterday. Fuzzy, what? You did? What'd you do that for? A goat milk stand. Use it to trim their hooves. Oh, okay. Hey, if it works, it works. I've never bought anything off Temu. I got close. I got close to doing it once, but it wasn't something I needed, you know? Haven't used TikTok Shop either. But I have friends that have used TikTok Shop, and the stuff that they got seems alright. It's all capitalist nonsense. Drop shipping and white labeling, yeah. Now that you think of Amazon is way better, yeah. Honestly, Amazon's worse in most cases. It's just a lot more people use it. All I've used is AliExpress. I have used AliExpress, and I would say it's the... I haven't used all of them, but I feel like it's the best one. When I return, Elizabeth is sharpening a knife with a carved hilt, humming a tune that seems at once new and familiar. The sound of her voice is calming. Then, ba-boom's a welcome. She returns, triumphant, I bet. I confirm as much with a handful of mushrooms, and she raises them to her face to smell. As she inhales, I look at the worn edges of her mask. Sun-bleached brow, the wear and tear of age, scuffs befitting a veteran guard. I remember that before all of this, she had seen combat, danger, adventure. There's a deep crooked line along the cheek where she must have put it back together after a break. And I wonder at what or who did the damage. I bet they thought they'd won. That she was beaten, until they saw Elizabeth's grin laid bare, bloody and perilous. She tucks the mushrooms away and draws out a third badge. One more token of my friendship, and a little boost too, should you ever decide to become a guard like me. I'm not sure if it's right for me. Fuck cops. It might not be, but you won't hear any pressure from me either way. For what it's worth, I think you'd be good at it. You've a keen eye and helpful demeanor. Enough patience to listen to this old bird squawk away for ages. The rest you can learn. I'd be happy to teach you. I thank her and I'll tell her I'll think on it. Don't think too hard. I know it feels like whatever you choose is yours forever, but it is one of many choices you're going to make, and not even the biggest. This gliding you're on, it's only your first. There's plenty more life to live. I ask where she's headed next. She laughs. Into these mushrooms first, and then who knows, wherever I'm moved to go, but I'm sure I'll see you there. I bow to Elizabeth and say goodbye for now. This person's not where they're supposed to be again. Greetings, Glider. What can I do for you? Heyo! Dave with the 24 bucks.
My monthly token total is nice.
My monthly total is nice. 69 bucks. Hell yeah. Don't give me any more money. You're not allowed to. Unless it's 69 cents. Thank you for the 24, Dave. You're the man. So who wanted those... Who wanted those worms then? Hold on. Somebody else? Well, let's go there then. I can't believe you have an alert tone with it. This song is the stuff of nightmares for me. You don't like Yoshi's? What's wrong with Yoshi's? Come here, bike. Worms for the birds. I think I really don't know why I'm getting these worms. Or why I got these worms. I asked it. I was asked by Citra to gather some glowworms. Okay, that's... We'll find out when we deliver them, I guess. This whole game is essentially you're just you're a freelancer. Tell Citra I have glowworms for her. Oh, it's to feed her pet that almost killed me. That's right. We saw this pet a long time ago. Free fucking Palestine. Damn right, Dave. You do? You know, I'd have forgotten I'd even asked you. Must have been a little distracted. I hand the glowworms over. Thank you for these. Nosy will be eating even better than me tonight. Here's the merchant's badge as your reward. I say goodbye to Citra. Okay. I have no interest in... Oh, this mask is sick. Honestly, this might... If I were able to unlock this mask, it might give the one I'm wearing a run for its money. But this is the first mask we ever got, and it's still the coolest one in my opinion. There's no other mask that looks like a horned skull. Fucking metal. Alright, do we have anything else to do, really? Saren's terminals. Ring-shaped artifacts. I tried fishing, I'm not really interested anymore. Kind of boring. What is that mask? The one I'm wearing right now? It's the one you get at the beginning of the game. I know this ambience is supposed to sound like a city, but it's just like haunting. It sounds like a bunch of weird robots whispering in my ears. No, I was wondering if the other one you just saw was like associated. No, it's just there's a bunch of random people that just have masks. I don't think you can get that one. I looked at the list last week. But here's the ones we do have. We have the whale ship, it's like an astronaut mask. Cartographer's mask, which is just really ugly. Child's mask is the one you start with. Climbing mask looks like a chameleon. Chameleon chicken. Machinist's mask. entertainer's mask, which is kind of funny because it wiggles. Kind of blows in the direction of the wind. It's the guard's mask. The beetle mask from the innkeepers. I don't know what's up with this right now. Every time I move over, it makes my cursor move to the 2 to the left for some reason. This is the one you start the game with, pretty much. This is from the being inside the giant sandworm. We did that last stream. That shit was gross. I also hate this mask. Scrapper's mask, kind of boring. And I can't. There it is. And the Shade of Ekria is the one with all the eyeballs. It's the one that's supposed to go with the outfit that I have. But I think the horned one looks better. This outfit is ideal. This would be my Dune outfit right here. And then we have a bunch of other outfits, but none of them are as cool as this this Batman one that we have. Well, I have 6 of these rings, and I don't know what they go to, but I could look it up, I'm sure. And it is a quest that we have, so yeah, I'll look it up real quick. I'm eager to finish this game and start another one, but Sable Ancient Race. Okay, once you've obtained all 6, you need to take them to the mysterious shrine in the center of the map. Center of the map? I don't see one, but let's go look for it. If you get one more, you'll have 7 rings in hand. It's too bad that 6 is the most you can get. Okay, so where's the center of the map? Okay, this is probably around the center. So it's gotta be like somewhere around where we are. Maybe over here. What are you talking about, Jake? Okay, so don't see it. Let's see if the website will just tell me where it's at. Oh, it's just south of where we are. Okay. Right here somewhere. Is that it? No. Ah! Man, you guys remember when I was climbing those mountains in this region? That was fun. It'd be a cinch now because we have way more stamina. Is this it? What's up, freedom of Spo each? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What the jack is this game? This game is called Sable. It's very much like Breath of the Wild. This looks like an angler's boat. I don't see one though. Yeah, it is really fun. If you like chill games, it's essentially Breath of the Wild where you can't really die. You just like, I don't know, roam around the desert and do quests for people trying to figure out your place in the world. And the aesthetic is just really beautiful. Just got home, ready for the show. What's up, Drew? Welcome in. Ah, here you are. Teleporter. Every time I meet another machinist, my mind wanders back to Cizo. Wonder if she's hearing of my travels through whatever network connects their guild. Wonder if she's proud. I think of her now as I greet the stranger. Oh, I love gliders. Come here, what's your name? I approach and tell her I'm Sable. Sable sounds a lot like table. Get that a lot? This is the first time. Really? Thing I just thought of. First thing. Anyhow, my name's Fur. Sounds like fear, right? Sounds like peer. She looks thoughtful. Can I be rude and go straight to the point? I do love games. I'm actually a game dev myself, but I'm here strict for politics. Yeah, let's do it. Welcome in. Let's do it. If you want to play in peace and move on, understand. You know what? I really love the respect. I love the respect, but let's talk. Go ahead. She looks thoughtful. I mean, I guess. Anyway, I didn't call you over here to talk rhymes. Called you over here to show you something you are going to love. I'm pretty deep into historical stuff. Ruins, old-timey ships, and old books. All the old monumentalist leftovers, you know. Or are you a Russophobe? You mean like Russians? Or what? I nod. Well, recently I've deciphered a few monumentalist texts which point to some sort of synergistic structures positioned across the world, all in different deserts. Does Russophobe mean like... that would mean I don't like Russians, right? I don't care about Russians, dude. I have a couple Russian friends. I mean, that's where my man Edward Snowden is. Could they be waypoints? I have to infer that the Ibexi have often placed stone waypoints across the desert as markers for themselves and others. I'm not sure it's relevant, but a little tug of homesickness makes me say it. So why are you funding Ukraine? I'm not. I haven't donated a single thing to Ukraine. Ukraine is a United States proxy, just like Israel. That's interesting. I've seen some of those sort of things before. I suppose you could apply there. But I think it's something else, something way more fun. You are? No, I haven't donated shit to Ukraine. You vote for your leaders. You are in a democracy, right? Yeah, but I don't believe in voting in America. So my hands are clean, dude. I don't fucking vote. I don't our voting system is bullshit. You think you're talking to a liberal, but you're talking to a leftist. We're a whole different monster. I ask what she thinks they are. I think they're a game. See, we have this thing, everybody does, where we look to the past and we assume they were all work and no play, because all we see, all that persists, is their labor. Ships and logs and tools and things. But fun's ephemeral. Jokes disappear, doodles get lost while art survives. So we lose it all and we go on assuming they never had any. Oh, so your government is doing the war and not the people, right? Well, I mean, in a sense, yeah, but there are tons of people in America that are a fan of what our government is doing. But I am not one of them. I am very anti-American, and if I could leave the country tomorrow, I would, because America is a genocidal fucking empire. So if you've got the time and the inclination, Glider, I'd recommend keep your eyes open for monumentalist architecture that seems suspicious or strange and responsive somehow. I'd say a Glider on a bike's the perfect person to test my theory if you're up for it. I'll do my best. Good, thank you. Try to keep deciphering my records. Report back what you find, please, and if you sort out the game, I hope you enjoy it. I tell her I will. Great, thanks, Table, and good luck. She called me Table. Well, I've already got all the rings. The ring-shaped artifact I found looks like it would fit on the pedestal. Insert the ring. So, do you elect your government, or how does that work? Stupid to be an American and be an anti-American, right? No. What? I am forced to live here. Capitalism forces me to live here and doesn't give me the option to leave because it creates a system in which I am poor all the time. If I could not be an American, I totally would. There is no point there. Do you think I have a reasonable objection in your own state's contradiction? What do you mean by that? Okay, let's see if this person has anything to say before I finish all of it. I tell Fur what I found. Yes, wonderful. You definitely activated something, but if the look of it has any indication in it, and it usually is, you're missing more. If you can find some others, I'd really appreciate it. My 2 cents, it's more patriotic to admit your country's fault and work to fix them than bury your head in the sand and pretend your country is great when it's not. Yeah, and it's also patriotic to stay here and try to change it yourself, whether through nonviolent or redacted means too. I mean, you can't be that dumb to believe all the lies and also have an understanding about math. Huh? What lies am I believing? Ooh. You're gonna test my math now? 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6. I gotta warn you though, I'm not a genius, okay? But math and logic are 2 very different things. You try to get me with PEMDAS? I know how PEMDAS works. Okay, we got all of them. See, you're a reasonable person. See, I think there is an inherent flaw in your logic there. Somebody can be really good at math and still be a douchebag or a fascist or, I mean, just cause you're good at math, that's like correlation, not causation. Your lifesaver, Sable. That's all the inscriptions. The first 2 suggest they might be instructions to build something, I think. The third part seems to be where all the good stuff is. Bullshit, my friend. If you can do math and logic, you are capable of doing morals. Oh yeah, you're capable. Yeah. In fact, there are plenty of people out there that aren't good at math that can still be moral. How do you think the French Revolution happened? I ask what she means by good stuff. The why and what of it all. Why are we building this and what are we building? I suspect that this is a bit of a treasure hunt, and you're meant to make your own prize. In which case, part of the game is solving the third clue. So I think your work is done for now, and mine begins. Give me a few days, Sable. I reckon I can crack this soon. I tell Fur I'm keen to know what she comes up with, and we say goodbye for now. Aw, man, the quest involves waiting a few days? Brother. You don't need God to be moral either, just empathy. Honestly, you don't even really need empathy to be moral. Being a creative, I have immense amounts of empathy, but I know plenty of moral people out there that don't have empathy. You can still recognize that life is important. Man, I have to give this person a few days? What are we gonna do for a few days? Simple. French Revolution happened because young people couldn't see no logical perspective in it to the future. Huh? Okay, so what's your angle here? Help me understand. I'm gonna assume that you came here to own the libs, but none of us are libs. Yeah, we hate the libs. We probably hate the libs more than you do. Okay. Man, I can't believe I gotta wait a few days for this. Alright, I'm gonna look up this quest, Historical Reconnection.
No. Don't trust the liberals. They will betray you.
Thanks for the bits, Dave. See? I have a whole sound alert dedicated to it. First of all, I do not have the I don't have the need for libs or conservatives or whatever. I'm not American. So you genuinely just came here to discuss, huh? We don't often get people like that. Even though some of your points are lacking in logic, I respect it. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna search Google for this quest. Historical Reconnection. Reconnection? Okay, Sable Historical Reconnection. Okay, how many of these terminals do I need to find? Rallies away. I don't think I've been there yet. I have been there. In my country, guys are banned and gay marriages. In my country, guys are banned? You mean gays, right? And gay marriage is banned, abortion is banned, freedom of speech is restricted. Well, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna go through these. Shadow of Neve, we've done that. Center of Brunswick, we've done that. Trellix Pillar, we've done that. What do we do after we've gotten all of them? Doesn't suck, it's just how we operate? No, it sucks. Gays should be allowed to exist, and gay marriage should be a thing that is okay in every country. As well as, you're probably gonna hate me mentioning this, but trans people too. Okay, let's... Stop trying to guess the person's country, it doesn't matter. Oh, there it is. Okay. This game is so pretty. Yeah, I fucking love this game. I wish it was a little more full. That's the only nitpick I have. If they had another like $1 million to add to their budget for more quests and stuff. Or if we lived in a communist society. When I talk about my country, it's a fact that it's in direct contradiction with U.S.'s law. Though Iran is a sanctioned country and Lithuania is not. Why? It's because you're looking at the wrong thing. Ask yourself what the motivation is. The motivation isn't gay marriage and gays existing. The motivation is capital. That's why. People don't base their forgive me, states don't base their entire interactions with other countries based upon what they enforce on their own people. Capitalist states base their interactions with other countries on how much money they can make. That's why the U.S. Sanctions certain countries versus others. Cuba is a very strong example. I cannot care about gays less, my friend. Then what are you saying? It is a fact that it is in direct contradiction with the U.S.'s law, though Iran is. What were you referencing there, if not gay marriage, then? Where's that door? There was a door here. Do you have a socialism pollution? What do you mean by that? Socialism is a good thing. Socialism is caring for your fellow man, which is always good. Here we go. Okay, so we are missing one. I wonder which one. Hey, Fuzzy, thanks for the gifted sub to Gyno Crisis. Gyno Crisis, welcome back to the Leftist Gamer Core. What about communism? Is it a level up to socialism? I can. It's communism. Yo, that fucking timing, Dave. Thanks for the bits. Okay, I'm gonna tell you in very simple terms the difference between capitalism, socialism, and communism. So, capitalism is a system in which capital is the most important thing to the ruling class. More important, and it's interchangeable with fascism, by the way. It's more important than the well-being of even the working class people that they use to create capital, right? It's all about the extraction of capital. Socialism is a transition system between capitalism and communism. Hey, thanks for the follow. Socialism is a transition system between capitalism and communism where they care about the social well-being of the laborers and the working class and stuff, but money still exists, and you know, in order to transition to a system where you no longer have money, you have to have something in between. That's what socialism is. So we care more about the people. There's a lot of free stuff, free healthcare. You know, it's paid for with taxes and workers, and you know, people own more a larger stake in what they create and stuff. And then in communism, there is no motivator of capital. The motivator is the well-being of everyone. In the ideal communist system, money doesn't exist. People just get what they need because it is created by the working class, you know. So capitalism is the private ownership of the means of production. Socialism is collective ownership of the means of production. Yes. Which is why there's so much greed in corporations in capitalist countries. They want to make more money capital. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're still missing one. It's cool that you followed me while I was explaining that too. That made me feel kind of like I was doing a good. You explained it in very simple terms. Thanks. I tried my best. I know a lot of leftists, you know, just like Drew said, a lot of leftists have a lot of terms like that don't make sense to the average layman, and I'm also not super smart, so I have to look at it in my own terms, you know. All right, I'm going to check this website again. Let's see. Trellix Pillar. Have we been there? Yes. I think that was a great explanation. Thanks, I appreciate it. It felt sort of dumbed down, but you know, that's really what it comes down to. In capitalism, their motivator is capital. In socialism, their motivator is social, or you know, the people. In communism, their motivator is communities or the mass people, you know. Okay, Center of Brunswick. I know we've done that one. Yeah, there it is. I disagree with communism, though. I think it's an unachievable utopia, blah blah. The message is there, but it doesn't work in practice. It does, though. There are communist countries that are succeeding, and there are communist countries that would have succeeded if imperialist countries didn't step on them. Okay, we've seen Center of Brunswick. I've definitely done Shadow of Neve, right? Yep. Socialism, though, is less ideological but more practical, and China did prove that socialism works. China and Cuba and but China has its own capitalist influences as well. Yeah, Vietnam's another big one. Okay, so we did Shadow of Neve. Let's see. Rowley's Way. Cuba's constantly suppressed by the U.S. It has no value of measure. Well, they did create a vaccine for cancer in Cuba, despite being sanctioned. Okay, we have been here. I'm gonna double check that I finished it. Excuse me, embargo is the correct term, you're right. What's up, Galleon? We're talking about some heavy-hitting shit tonight. Okay, I feel like I definitely did this one. Yeah. Russia failed with its communism. It failed by its own design, in my opinion, etc. But China would be failing also if not for capitalism. You think so? I think the communism of Russia inherited a lot of struggle. Let's see. It's not Rally's Way then. Balfron Connection, perhaps? This is the first one we ever found. Maybe I just didn't go in. Yeah, Kulin's got it. It's hard for socialist countries to succeed when the U.S., the most powerful country in the world, does everything it can to undermine them. Yep. And the U.S. is always going to do that. Oh, this is a big one. I think the U.S. propped up China with capital, and China adopted that capital instead of wasting it like Europe does. Well, with respect, what does China do that is capitalist and not socialist? It's not here. Is it up? Aha! Wait, hold on. Where am I supposed to go in here? They have private for-profit businesses. Okay, let's see what the website says about this. Balfron Connection. Follow the crawl passageways. Okay, so I just missed one. I can't tell if freedom of speech is pro-capitalism or not. It's giving me a real centrist vibe, which is typically pretty pro-capitalist. Dang it. Here it is. It was easy to miss. Oh my god, this thing is huge. Oh mein Gott. Okay, we need to get a battery here. I'm no capitalist, you dummy. Think outside the box instead of triggering my own ideological beliefs. Well, I'm glad that you're not a capitalist. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. We need another battery somehow. There's one up there. My 2 cents, I'm fine with billionaires, big corporations, etc. existing as long as the working class have what they need. But that's the thing, billionaires and corporations, I don't know. But billionaires cannot exist without exploitation. They cannot exist without exploitation. Unless, of course, you make the value of money meaningless, you know. Can I climb this? Okay. Gonna have to figure out how to... Oh, I can use those poles right there, probably. They need the exploits, that's the paradox, right? It's not a paradox. Billionaires just should not exist. There's no billionaires are not a necessity. So there's nothing paradoxical about it. Billionaires just shouldn't exist. A billion is 1,000 million. I don't even need $1 million, dude. My 2 cents is I want to rip open Musk and eat that little alien hiding inside his Tesla truck-shaped chest. Whee! Okay, so I know what I need to do here. Watch this. Got him. Just like Men in Black. Oh God, okay. It's a good thing you can't get crushed to death in this game. Sadly, $1 million wouldn't go far these days. It's like 10 years of good salary. Okay, so I need to get this. Oh, we took it the wrong way. Now I see. I see what I need to do now. Got him. Yeah, the Cybertruck's rusting is the best news of the whole year. Okay, I got an achievement for this. I say hello to Saren. Sable, your security clearance has been updated. Proceed to the whale to authenticate. You have unread messages, Sable. Here are your unread messages. Recording 6. This is the conclusion. The text on screen remains a mystery, but this time I barely look at it. If it's lost to me, then so be it. I want to hear more. this time Captain Singh sounds different. Older? Up and running for 15 local years. I think that's about 20 in Earth time. Radiation levels are approaching critical, and only rising. Between that and the lack of breathable air, even our children's children will need protective gear to do so much as walk between ships. Deacon finally gave up the ghost last week. Age, nothing more, just time. We've been lucky that way, I think. Guy never gave up on a corporate rescue mission, I'll give him that. It's stupid. Even if they were floating around up there, they have no way of getting down here, at least as far as we know. It's stuff in the atmosphere, who knows? Singh pauses for a moment and sighs to himself. Saren will be shutting down your primary functions in order to preserve power. You'll be booted up once every few years to try and send some long-range comms, but that's a job I leave to future generations. By this way, you'll have enough power to sustain yourself for a few hundred spins around the star. Hell, maybe more if anybody can figure you out. There's a break, and I think it's over, but I'm sorry things ended up that way. I had hoped better for us than to be stranded on a planet that wants to kill us, but won't let us leave. Maybe you'll be able to make sense of this one day. But if anyone asks, in whatever century, tell them I tried my best. Now I need to go take care of my people. For what it's worth, sir, I quite like the masks. Singh laughs, and it's sad but sweet. Thank you, Saren. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. The recording shuts off abruptly, leaving me wondering. I take a minute to collect my thoughts, and then I say goodbye too. No unread messages. Damn. Humans are on this world because they were stuck here. There's a shield around this world that didn't let them leave.
They turned the friggin' frogs gay!
They turned the friggin' frogs gay. Thanks for the bits, Dave. Is there anything important I need to read in all of these paragraphs? Let's see. They don't even understand what speech is. They just yell free speech, but if they actually read the amendment, it means the government can't prosecute you for speech. That's it. That doesn't shield you from consequences. It doesn't guarantee you a platform to spew it. Sadly, the American Revolution was not a revolution of the working class. It was a revolution of the wealthy business people and landowners at the time. Yeah, you right. My love to the U.S. doesn't mean they were free from my moral compass to wage war and injustice. I feel like your heart's probably in the right place, freedom of speech. And if it's so, as an occupied country of the U.S., a stretch maybe, but let's go with it. Well, honestly, the entire world is occupied by the U.S., except maybe China and Russia. I feel like I have a word on what my boss is doing in Ukraine, Israel, and so on. LGM, you read those essays and you like it, you streamer. I'm doing it, okay? I used to like the US until I became a communist and learned a lot more about the history of the country and all it's terrible we've done here. And yeah, it's really... The US is the worst country on Earth. I think a lot of people from other countries who like the U.S. aren't aware of our terrible history and just know the propaganda we spread about ourselves. Yeah, it's like U.S. culture is kind of cool. U.S. culture is kind of cool, but it's not worth. It's not worth it. It's not worth everything that we did. All right, let's go get our reward for doing all these terminals. What culture? LMAO. Like, I guess like rock and roll and like freedom and like Western movies, cowboys. Although cowboys are imperialism. I don't know. I hate American culture, all of it, but I recognize why people like it. Learned from the British how to imperialism and made it better by doing neo-imperialism. Uppies! Uppies! It also took me too long to realize what a melting pot really means. There's a lot of Americans that think like the melting pot is good too. But things have to melt. Things have to melt in order for it to be a melting pot. What do you think melts? Say hello to Saren. USA is not stupid or wrong, dude. All countries are built on misery and blood. It is what it is, but you should focus on what is supposed to be, not what is. No, there are plenty of countries out there that aren't built on misery and blood. You're talking about imperialism, and you're saying that imperialism is like a guaranteed thing. No, I disagree. I don't think that we have to build countries upon imperialism. In fact, I don't really think that countries need to exist at all. You've recovered data from all 6 ships on this planet. Thank you, Sable. I'm beginning to understand. Saren trails off, an edge of doubt betraying their otherwise emotionless figure. You now have full clearance, Sable. Granting you complete access to the whale facility. The bike in the chamber looks shiny and new despite being ancient. I asked Saren if it's really for me. Yes, Sable. There is nothing stopping me from granting you access to my facilities. Please avail yourself of this transport device. I assure Saren that I'll use it to come visit as often as I can. We got a bike. Look at this thing. A flame chicken? Welcome to the stream, what's up? Also, even if country is built up on misery and blood, analyzing what it is now is important for imagining what it is supposed to be. Yeah, fuck yeah. Based. I believe wholeheartedly that countries should not exist, though. In the sense that they exist today, you know? And there is a great distinction between countries and states and groups of cultures and people too. Alright, let's go somewhere where we can check this bike out. Flame Chicken, did you come from Facebook or Instagram or what? Because you sound like a leftist. And I like it. I know one of these bike parts is fast. I can't see the stats on here, can I? Found you through a Twitch tag. Which one? Anti-capitalist? Okay, so it's the front that's faster. Hell yeah. Wait, hold on. No, I want this front. But I want either this middle or this back. No, probably autism and leftists and free Palestine. One of the three. Hell yeah, free fucking Palestine. I am autistic and I am a leftist. That's why those are there. Okay, so all this does is increase the speed and make the handling a little lower. Let's see what the whole bike looks like first, because I'm interested. Oh shit. It's really fast, but it doesn't accelerate as quickly, and it sounds really cool. Oh yeah, if you're a leftist, check out my socials. I guarantee you've probably seen something that I made at some point. Okay, so I'm gonna do this engine. And I like the black colors, honestly. Then we'll do the rest of the bike like we had before. Yeah. Now it's super fast and it has this green trail too. Oh shit. Too fast. This thing is sick. Tucker Carlson coming on Australia. Oh no! Jag, what are you gonna do? The bikes are the best part of this game. Okay, I have to catch up with chat. Y'all are talking a lot tonight, I love it. We rarely get more organic Twitch followers, yeah, you're right. Compared to the little bubble I created for myself on some of social media things, average Twitch people say it can be off-putting, so I'm not surprised. What kind of things do you mean? The Aussie wildlife has a chance to do the funniest thing. Could you imagine? I want a kangaroo to get him, and I think you know exactly which way I'm talking about. Don't go near the water, Tucker. I hope it's emus. Could you imagine him just getting kicked the shit out of by an emu? Kick the bow tie off of him. Okay, let's see how it sounds if... Or let's see how it rides if we change the middle one instead. Yeehaw! Okay, the handling on this is way better. Way more airtime. I like how the back part and the sides all go down when you accelerate. And it seems like the sound that the bike makes is a combination of all the parts, which is really cool. I don't know, I'm more surrounded by people who think everyone deserves food and housing, harm reduction stuff. Yeah, me too. That's my... You should join my Discord, Flame Chicken. Also, whoever gifted you a sub, did you get gifted a sub just now and I didn't see it? Because it says you're subbed now. Either way, you should join my Discord. No, I was gifted while I wasn't here. Oh, cool. Well, that's even better. Well, if Meowin gave you my socials, but if you message me on Facebook or Instagram, Facebook is preferred because I don't always see the Instagram ones right away. But if you message me on either of those socials, I'll invite you to the Discord, and then you'll have another community full of cool people. And it is private. There's no shitty trolls in there. Okay, let's check out the front part. See how it flies then. Oh my god, the air time. Jesus. I appreciate the offer, but I'll say no for now. Keep it in mind, thanks. Hell yeah. No pressure.
No. Don't trust the liberals. They'll betray you.
I'll trust the liberals. Thanks for the bits. Thank you so much for the bits, Dave. Okay. Yeah, this combination is definitely the best. Beautiful. I wish this game had like bike races and stuff. They probably didn't have the money for the AI. Ew! Alright, I'm gonna catch up with chat. Scrolling your Facebook and your memes are close to my alley. I'm surprised your page was never suggested on my feed. I think a big reason is because I post a lot of stuff and a lot of people repost my stuff without credit, which I'm a communist, so I don't really care about intellectual property that much. And so you've probably seen some memes that I made at different points, but remember the Star Wars racing game my cousins had on N64? Oh yeah. The pod racing game? That game is fun. I think we talked about that in a previous stream. This bike kicks ass. .360. Heart theory, what's that? Do disagree with LGM on the communism part. I think it is ridiculous. Well, there's a lot of different kinds of communism because a lot of people can't agree on the right way for communism to work. But the one thing that you need to know, the heart and soul of communism is this. It's from each to each, essentially. From the creators to anybody that needs what they create. That's the heart and soul of communism. So if you have a lot of stuff that you don't need, then you're not living a communist life, right? Are you aware of anarchism and postmodernism? Of course. I'm an anarchist communist. I believe in a lot of strong parts of communism and anarchism, or they are very important to me. Ew. Yeah, Galleon's got it. From each to their ability. For each to their need. Yep. I think it is the only way the future with climate change. The only way the future with climate change will be communism to give the planet any chance. According to Star Trek. Yeah. I lean more towards Marxist-Leninism these days, but I sympathize with anarcho-communists. It's just because I'm communist to my core, but I also believe in I don't think that there should be I don't think that there should be borders in the sense that people like murder somebody for crossing a border or put someone in jail for crossing a border. You know what I mean? And that's very anarchist. I also don't think currency should rule the world either. I don't like that sound when it hits the ground. I don't like that sound it makes when it hits the ground. We're a rainbow spectrum of folks who care about community over capital. That's really, like, I don't care what you are, as long as you're not, as long as you don't value property over human life. I don't care what you are. This bike is schmoovin'. I find issue on the anarchist or postmodern idea of individualism. One thing. Other thing I found issue with is the idea that the order is to be questioned at any given point. What do you mean by that? Now, there might be a contradiction on my part, but society can't be formed if there is no ground-based agreement on fundamentals. Sorry if I talk in a weird way. No, I know it's a language barrier thing probably, but I understand about half of that. Disagreement on fundamentals. What do you mean by that as well? I wish this engine didn't make the bike turn so much. Or I wish because it turned so much it had better handling. But I feel like I'm drifting. I feel like I'm like in Akira or something. Didn't you say we randomly got a bike that handled this way? Others are different? Yeah. All the bikes have different stats. I found that out last week. So, we could go check out some other bikes. Honestly, that might be fun. I think it was Seven Sisters that has the lightning bike. I kind of want to see. I bet that one like has lightning trails. Okay, I can definitely afford these now. Let's see how it looks. It's just full of lightning crystals. This thing is making some sounds, dude. Oh my god. That thing is loud, man. Okay, they had a bike. I don't think I can afford it now. Wait, we can sell stuff. I can sell stuff in Ecria. Pikachu lightning. Lightning bolt. Well, I mean, the coherent society has to agree on at least fundamental states, laws, or beliefs. In anarchist or postmodern view, that's to be questioned. No, that's just not true. In anarchist societies have rules. That's a misnomer. If you go to any anarchist society and murder someone and say, "Hey, it's anarchist," like it's okay if I murder somebody, right? No, they will punish you. Alright, let's sell some stuff. Wait, did I just buy those? Fuck, I just bought those. Oh, they don't have any money. Okay, who else buys things? Rip your wallet, yeah. I done fucked up. I feel like anarchists and communists have pretty much the same goals, we just disagree on how to get there. Yep. And the powers that be spend lots and lots and lots of money on making us disagree with each other. You only got 200 bucks? Come on now. Well, I know this guy's got bike parts, right? Yeah. The Beetle bike. It's really cheap, we might as well take a look at it. And I can also afford the scrapper bike.
Do not come. Do not come.
Thanks for the bits, Dave. Oh, I can sell to the scrapper too. I bet I have a lot of scrap. Hope this scrap's better than what you brought me last time, which was good too, but you know, always strive for better. 700 bucks, yes. Okay, so we got the Beetle bike. Oh, it's not very good. It's like something out of Mad Max. Yeah, it's running on coal. Let's check out the scrapper bike. Oh, look at these wings. It's got fold-up wings. Also, it sits really high. Oh my god, the control. It sounds like an air conditioner. I do like how high off the ground it sits. Probably because of this fin down here. What's up, Loki Sapfoot? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Speedster is still by far the best. Okay, where else could we get a bike? I'm pretty sure... Hell yeah, meow, and thanks for the gifted sub to Loki Sapfoot. Loki Sapfoot, welcome back to the Leftist Gamer Core. Okay, it's good to be here. I bet it's really good to be here now after that. I'm just kidding. Did you stream tonight, or are you having a day off? We're just checking out all the bikes that this game has. Okay, I think it was... Oh god, I'm gonna have to go there again. I remember one of those places had a bike. Let's make sure I have enough money. 900, yeah, I should be able to afford it. Okay. This, in theory, this shouldn't be as hard as it was last time, because I have way more stamina now. LGM stalling with bikes because he doesn't want the game to end. Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth, Jeep Jockey. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is definitely not the most peaceful game I've played in, like 10 years. Definitely not a game that I, have been really, really enjoying playing, for sure. Definitely not. Oh, okay. I was gonna stream, but I feel headachy, so I'm just resting. That's what I did yesterday. I didn't have a headache, but I was feeling all nauseous because I had to do a lot of family shit yesterday. So I decided to take a day off yesterday. It's valid, man. I'll be able to make it over there. I can definitely make it over there. Let's go to that one. No, I can make it this way. Famous last words. Meowing is awesome. Meowing is really awesome. Meowing is one of my favorites. The bee's knees, yeah. Maybe even the bee's elbows. Maybe the bee's weenus. Okay, I feel like it's this one. But we'll find out real quick, I guess. There's nothing kinky about a weenus, Jeg. Dirty mind. You should have some Orbit White. I know what I typed. The Beatles' needles. What's up with the dead Banjo? That's Banjo's sleep animation. Hey there, can I help you today? Okay, give me some bike parts. I got an achievement for bike parts. While I'm here, I'm gonna take all of your money. My cursor isn't working. Oh, there it is. 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, 15, 20. Thanks for the money. Jolteon was teabag and Banjo too. I saw that. Okay, let's see what the boat looks like. Oh my god, it is a boat. Oh, she be drifting though, man. It takes a long time to build up acceleration. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, that thing. This bike kind of sucks. And it's terrible that you have to climb so much just to get it, for it to be so bad. Okay, who else had bike for me? I don't remember. Oh, there's more in Ecria, I think. All pain, zero gain. The gain is just how cute it looks. No, it wasn't you. It was you. Oh, we got 3 bikes here. I don't even think I have enough money for this. Buy my stuff. Oh, this person has a ton of money. Okay, we're fine. Alright, let's check out the giraffe bike first. I guess I might as well just buy all of them. Just gave that person a ton of money. Joke's on you, I did not expect to find an educated crowd that can talk. I'm not an intentional troll, I just try to move people away from dummies or stupid things. I suppose I'm not doing shit because I got banned and move on, I don't know, it is ridiculous. Yeah, I can tell you're not an intentional troll, and I appreciate that. I don't ban people unless they deserve it. I like discussion. And I even like discussion with people that are... You know, you're not supposed to read that. Okay, let's check out the giraffe bike. This thing's got like balls. Oh, this thing is so phallic. Look at this. This thing is so phallic, dude. Look at this thing.
Oh, wait, damn it!
Listen to this thing. It sounds like... It kind of sounds like Sebulba's pod racer. Sounds like a spaceship. Fuel is stored in the balls. PP bike, let's go. Now this is pod racing. Yeah. I could probably.
Do not come. Do not come.
Thanks for the bits, Dave. Fuel is stored in the balls. Okay, let's check out the. What is this? The salt bike? Yeah, the salt bike. Oh, this thing looks like a miner. It looks like a mining vehicle. Crazy. Oh, it sounds like one. It's not very fast at all. It has a lot of downward force. I just love the sound when you turn it on. Oh my god, it has no turning radius. 0 turning radius on that thing. Diesel engine for sure, yeah. Okay, and the third one is a delivery bike, right? Yeah, delivery bike. Kind of looks like a pizza bike. Oh, look at the back of this thing. This is definitely made for pizzas. I don't know why it's got a couple of oars on the bottom. A little propeller? What is this tiny little thing? Oh god. I like the sounds that it makes. That one's kind of crazy. Oh my god, pizza LGM, I'm out of Red Barons, it's an emergency? Bro! That is an emergency. I still have one. I actually had one yesterday, I think. Or maybe it was the day before. I have a Red Baron pizza at least every like 4 days. Okay, I want to try to make the giraffe bike, but like good. Because the engine sounds really cool. And we're gonna give it my colors. And we'll give it the Speedster Center, I think. Where's the Speedster? Yeah, there it is. And we'll give it the Speedster front too. Oh yeah, this thing, it's a Star Wars bike now. Look at this thing. LGM face reveal is the Red Baron CEO. Dude, that would be sick. Oh, she flying now. Whoa! This bike's engine sounds like the clock of the clock counting down to capitalism's demise. As I drive, just imagine the revolution occurring in the future. The turning radius is really good. Looks like the periscope is submarine. It's gonna get more erect. That's gonna get me more erect in the back of the bike. What, imagining a revolution? Fuck yeah. If the revolution gets you hard, you're in the right place. Okay, what else could we do? Let's see how the balls look with my bike. Let me give the speedster back. Oh, now it's extremely phallic. But which side? Can you tell which side? Maybe it's just dual pronged. If I were to make this game, I would also have boost, and these balls would have the most boost because they're just full of fuel. Okay, what else was fun? Maybe we can make the boat to where it's not terrible. Actually doesn't look too bad. Oh yeah. Now she handles pretty good. May have made the best clip yet. Oh, of course, you clipped me talking about balls, didn't you? It's my own fault. Okay. What else sounded good? Was it the delivery bike? If you give anything the other two parts as speedster parts, it's really good no matter what. Look how high that butt sticks up in the air though. Don't clip that. Oh my god. Yeah, that one's alright. I don't like how it points the nose down so much though. I'm banned on at least 1,000 million of those channels for for mostly a single reason, which is political ideology. I bet you just talked like you did at the beginning of my stream and they just banned you. That's what happened, right? Because honestly, the way that you approach it at the beginning, and this is a tip for future streams that you try to talk politically at, but the way that you approach it in the beginning really makes you seem like a troll, and that's probably why. Oh, well, oh, yeah, let's do the diesel. Let's do the fucking diesel engine. I wish it didn't point downward like this. Yeehaw! Now this is a really cool looking bike. But it just nosedives into the ground a lot because of the way that it's pointed. I think I know how we can fix that. Gotta let the glow plugs warm up a second before you take off. Spoken like a real construction person. Okay, which front was it that had the big... This one. Okay. So this'll make it not dip down as much as it does. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay, I'm letting her warm up. She's going on her own. Oh yeah, this is a real smooth ride. Just stays up in the air. I like this kit a lot. In my mind, having good intention and engaging is being banned is a win for me. Okay, let's listen to the damn clip. I'm too curious now. I just like when you guys make clips because Jeep Jockey has been slacking lately, for real. I've said a lot of bass stuff over the past couple of weeks, and Jeep Jockey hasn't caught it, and I've been slightly disappointed. Just putting it out there. Sorry, JJ, I love you. Okay, let's see. If the revolution gets you hard, you're in the right place. It wasn't even the thing I thought I said. That's a good clip. That's a good clip. Thank you. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm gonna highlight that. Or not highlight, I'm gonna feature that. This is a solid bike. I like this bike. fucking wings. What did the scrapper bike sound like? I don't remember what the scrapper bike sounded like. Oh my god, the airtime though. She floats. Woo! I'm going so fast I keep getting frames. You guys see what I'm talking about? This is a pretty good setup too. I just like how floaty it is. Tried to clip your whole capitalism, communism, elevator speech, but it was too long. I'm glad that you didn't clip that because it wasn't good. In my opinion, it wasn't good at all. Okay, I don't remember what the Beetle bike sounded like. Oh, right. This is the bike I use if I just want to pollute the environment. Six out of 10. If you guys didn't catch on yet, it's the back part of the bike that makes the noise. That's what I'm testing. Okay, have we tested everything? I feel like I'm missing one from the list that I saw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm gonna double check the list to make sure there's no bikes that we're missing. Sable bike list. Nomadic bike. Dragonfly bike. Oh god, the Dragonfly bike takes forever. Oh, we didn't get the Shade bike either. Okay, I need to go to Marrowbone Station. Marrowbone Station and the Shade in Ecria. Okay. Marrowbone Station is somewhere around here. Yeah, right here. I hope you unplugged the Allstate DriveWise. Your rates just skyrocketed. I bet that made them a lot of money. That Allstate bullshit. I bet that made them a ton of money. Oh, it's not from you? Is there a merchant here? Not you. fault for not reading it completely. Nomadic bike. Buy at Marrowbone Station. From who? Purchase from the merchant at Marrowbone Station. Okay, I just need to keep looking around. I'm calling what's left of the EPA. There you are. Look at this setup. I would totally just sit here and have some tea with this guy. Oh, these are expensive. Okay. Do I even have enough stuff to sell you? Oh, that was all his money. Hold on. Hold on. Well, we're at least gonna get the engine. So we can see how it sounds. What was that sound? I just shared the dumbest tweet I've ever seen, but it made me laugh. It's in shitposting. Okay, let's see. Fleshlight tech support. Okay, and do you have an erection, sir? Okay, great. Thank you for confirming. Do you see the opening on the toy? Thank you for confirming that you see the opening. Now just go ahead and... I will stay on the line. Jesus Christ. I hate that. Thank you. Okay, we got enough for 2 parts. Okay, I won't be able to afford the 3rd part. It's the nomadic bike? Yeah, okay, here's the engine. And here's the wings. Oh, this looks weird. It's pretty solid. I like the way it sounds too. But listen to the idle. Sounds like a really old fuel engine. Pretty steady ride. Donkey Kong Country vibes. LGM gave me a green sword that goes whack whack poke bonk. I have to suss folks out, but I do think I'm a kind person. You're like one of the kindest people I've ever met, Meowin. Okay, let's see if the other bike I was thinking about getting requires money, because if it does, I don't have any. Yeah, it's a shade bike. It's too expensive. Too expensive. It's a shame. I kind of want to hear what the shade bike sounds like. Maybe we could just go fishing and earn enough money. It's 250 cuts. I at least want to hear what it sounds like. Here, I'm gonna sell everything I have and see how much I still need. We must sample all the bikes. We must peruse. Do I really have to wear the mask? Hello? Are you broken? Does anyone here bike a lot? I have back problems, which has kept me away from what I have been thinking about it. My town is hella bikeable. You should. You should get out there and bike some more. You definitely should bike more. I used to bike every day. Well, it looks like this guy's broken, so we can't get that one. This game is buggy. Okay, is there anything I can get without buying it? Finish an ancient race quest. Oh. We have to go back to that. Has it been enough days? This might be the reward for this quest. It is. I'm gonna see if it's been enough time. I feel like it's been a few days. I think we're gonna get a bike for this. Where you at? Upon seeing me, Fur leaps, all but leaps with excitement. Sable, I've been waiting for you. I decoded the final inscription. You were right. It was a game, a race. You completed it exactly as intended. Do you know what that means? I'm really fast. I'm fast as fuck, boy. Well, I mean, technically, it's not a measure of speed, but more about a competition. But I'm sure Simoon carried you quickly. It barely registers with me that she uses Simoon, despite never being introduced. That's the name I bike. I don't get a chance to bring it up before she's going on. There's a prize, a real one. Once you complete the race, the pillars reveal a text. Translate the text and you get bike parts. Incredible ones, older than the design of any I've ever seen, but perfectly elegant. You must try them, Sable, you must. I can fit the parts onto your own bike if you'd like to ride it now. Yes, please. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, it looks like the stuff from Legend of Zelda. Literally. This bike. Fur shakes her head and shrugs, but it's in a nice way. The way you do something so grand, so beautiful, awe-inspiring that you can't but help feel some sort of casually useless in its shadow. This bike is wonderful. I tell her I agree and thank her for the opportunity to find it in an ancient race. I also explained that in playing their old game I felt more connected to the past than I did hearing the drier bits of history. That's great. I mean, I don't know if I'm just romantic or something, but I always have such a hard time connecting to the past without connecting to the people. Strange for a machinist, isn't it? I think about it. I suppose it is strange for a machinist somehow, but I find it comforting too. There really is room for all kinds behind the masks. I want you to keep this bike and bring it into a new era and see how the world changes while it was sleeping. I don't ride much myself nowadays, so it'll be in good hands with you, and I can be smug around the other machinists, which is all the reward I really need. I thank her for her skill and generosity and head off. Look at this crazy thing. Let's see how she rides. Whoa. The handling. Look at this. This is cool. Not super fast. Okay, now let's give it some better parts. Now it should be really good. The sounds it makes are crazy. She would be so hyped, and so would everyone that would meet her. This is my actual goal, to be known as, oh, that lady who brings her cat around in that backpack. That is so you. Like, without a doubt. Pretty cool. I still think I like it might be this one. I don't know, the phallic bike was pretty fun. But this setup, I think, this setup might be my favorite. Wish I could see which color I'm picking. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just really like how smooth this one rides. I don't impact the ground very much. That one might be my favorite. Or, already excited to talk to you and actually hear your opinion about my own worldview and your perspective. Yeah, you're welcome to come anytime and discuss with us. You turned out a lot better than I thought you were going to be honest. Oh, I never tried the gliding bike with the speedster parts either. We might as well, because the gliding bike has a really cool back. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's nothing special. But it does have that red trail, which is really cool. I wonder if the lightning sides make a trail of their own. They do arc. And then what else could we do? Sorry for hyperfixating, y'all. It still makes kind of a lightning sound. Way too loud. Someone called it red toothpaste, and now I can't unsee that. Oh god, you just destroyed it for me too. Tiny propeller bike had the best noises though. You're talking about the one with the carriage thing on the back? The delivery bike? This one. Beep 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 pop 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 pop. LGM does sound weird to sus, but from my point of view, I'm gaining by extracting your knowledge. Are you a spy? Do we have a spy in our midst? Anyhow, you guys super late for me, so I will leave. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Stay safe out there. You're welcome back anytime. I like how quiet this one is. Dune movie stole the SFX. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know, I said it's quiet, but it makes a lot of like wind sound. Oh, I forgot about the whale ship too. Oh right, this one like carves when you turn. Yeah, that's the only issue with that one. Bye guys, have a good rest of your stream. Thank you! Have a good night! Sleep good, sweet dreams! Don't share the knowledge, but hoard it and extract it until it is but a husk. Alright, well I think we're coming to our end. Some of these bikes are crazy. Did I test these wings on the... I don't know if I tested these wings on the good parts yet. Cause this thing looks pretty sick too. Doesn't really change very much. Does look pretty sick though. What if I want umami dreams? Listen, do you want umami dreams or do you want you mommy dreams? That's the real question. Alright. I think this is the kit right here. Yeah, this is the good kit. Turns good, super fast. The only thing that it's missing is a cool trail that comes out at the end. Oh yeah, the hammer mommy. Dream about the hammer mommy. Sadly, that lamb is over. No more hammer mommy streams. I could do another lamb stream on like super hardcore mode or whatever. We could try that sometime. All right. Well. Time to go home. No. We're gonna put a marker there. Haven't played Final Fantasy VII yet. I could play that after this. I feel like I had a game lined up, but I can't think of it now. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be the OG. For sure. We're coming home! With a cool bike and a cool ass outfit. Man, I want to say before this game ends, this game was really fucking fun. It was like, it was 5 times more than I thought it was going to be, and I still had stuff that I wanted from it that it didn't have, but really, really cool game. As the Ibex camp draws closer, the imagined threshold between home and gliding is palpable. It reminds me of coming home from a sandstorm, so fierce and the grains have whipped through the air and through your clothes. You peel off the layers of sand-beaten fabric, marvel at the dust on your skin, the bits that manage to get through despite every precaution. And though you feel so grateful to be home, and so comforted by the safety of the indoors, you can't help but smile, nostalgic as you wash the sand away. What an adventure you've had, and it was only for you. Am I ready to choose my mask now? There's no going back if I do. I'm ready. I think I'm ready. But am I really ready? It's just like Dragon's Dogma. Definitely ready. Alright, Drew, sleep good. I think that was the friend that she missed. What's up, Werewolf? So you came back.
They turned the friggin' frogs gay!
God damn it, Dave. Thanks for the bits. Saima crosses her arms, a challenge. I tell Saima I had to come back because when I left, some minuscule little beetle hunting, part-stealing menace threw a fit about it and couldn't stop crying because she missed me so much. Oh, this was the kid. The kid's grown up now. She nods. Yes, Jadi, took it very hard. Can't help it, I laugh. I think in doing so I let her win. I tell her I missed her. I missed you too, Sable. I'm happy you came back. Though I can practically see the pout beneath her masks. Beneath her mask, I'm impressed at how genuine she's able to sound. Even if you don't end up staying long. You gonna cry if I leave again? I don't think so, for 2 reasons. She counts them off on her fingers. 1, because it's already happened once now and I'm used to it. 2, because soon it's going to be my gliding, which I'm gonna stay on forever. Can't just go on my bike and chase you down wherever you go. I tell Saima she can't stay on gliding forever and that she'll have to choose a mask. Then I'll choose the mask of the bounty hunter. I say that isn't a real mask. Yes, it is. I say it's not. She shrugs. Guess you didn't find it. I tell her no, it isn't real, and that if it were real, I would have found it. Don't think so. It's really hard to find. That's part of it. To become a hunter, you have to be a hunter. I ready my next purpose, but choose to hold my tongue. I ready my next response, but choose to hold my tongue, lest I lose what maturity I gained on my gliding. Saima makes a broad gesture that I think is meant to emulate the knocking of an arrow in a bow. Good luck, Sable. We didn't get the hunter's mask, that's right. Speak to someone else. I greet Cizo. How do you do, clan child? Talk about Simoon, that's my bike. How is your companion? We had a few bumpy moments. The sign of a strong relationship that you came back in one piece. Simoon must have taken good care of you. What will happen to Simoon now? Well, it's almost time for Saima's gliding. Simoon will likely accompany her across the dunes. I feel a pang of melancholy. Man, she's getting the best bike on Earth. I feel a pang of melancholy as I think about losing Simoon. It had to happen one day. Nobody truly owns a bike in the Ibexi, but is merely accompanied by one. I'm grateful to have at least had that blessing. I met a lot of your machinist friends. We did find those statues that were holding the bows and the arrows. Yeah, they led us to Lore, the person with the many masks. I tell Cizo I met a lot of her friends on my travels. I know this, and I hope they were good to you and to Simoon. I tell her they were, and she seems to take a bit of pride in that, which is rare to see in Cizo. Some really great machinists are out there. I like them a lot. I'm not going to talk about masks because I'm afraid that'll choose it for me. Hello, Sable. Is there something I want to discuss with Driss? How's the clan been? I asked Driss how it's been managing the clan while I was gone. Here, I'm gonna put chat back up. Okay, chat is back up, but it doesn't show what's been said. And I'm gonna put my avatar back up too. I thought we were hitting a cutscene. Because it means it wasn't you. What wasn't me? I mean that you left in your gliding and things stayed exactly as chaotic as they've always been, which means... I opt not to suggest that it means Driss himself is so scattered that everything is always chaotic. I really have matured. You're not the problem. How nice for me. I'd like to relitigate the sandcutter incident. Huh? I asked Driss once and for all if on that fateful day of my gliding he had actually forgotten to help out with my bike, and if the test ride on the sandcutter was a sly cover-up. He cocks his head. What are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. No idea. I remember the whole bike thing going very smoothly, plus you took that sandcutter out and you didn't even get a little bit on fire. Great stuff. I accept Driss's response. I suppose even the gliding cannot be the answer to all things. Hey, Sable. It's strange how children change so much over such a short period. Ilaria has grown and she'll always be a child to me. You've grown. Ilaria subconsciously stands a little taller and prouder as I say the words, but can't help but smile remembering all the times adults would say, "Oh, how you've grown," to me as a child. Well, you've not grown at all. I haven't just grown, I can climb way higher now. Zeki hates it, it's great. Not all growth is external. Feels like a hollow defensive statement, but it's also true. Ilaria doesn't look convinced. Sayama will leave for her gliding soon, but at least you'll be back now. I don't have the heart to tell her that I might not stay with the Ibexi, but there's still time to decide, so I hold back. I did a lot of climbing out there. Oh! How high did you go? Did you touch a cloud? I actually did touch a cloud. If I had a gliding stone, I would definitely touch a cloud. I reveal that I got the climbing mask. Ilaria seems to vibrate with excitement and jealousy. I can't believe it. You have to choose it. You will choose it, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? That would just be silly. I don't think I'll get a word in here, so I let Ilaria effusively speak at me for a while, enjoying her passion for something so particular. Being climber is a pretty solitary existence for the most part, mostly foraging for things that grow in the higher climbs, fixing or salvaging from ships in high places. But the sights you see, the places you get to go to, they'll be like a continual gliding at times. Will I be comfortable at those heights without the gliding stone? My child, welcome home. Have you been taking care of yourself? You look rather bony. Are you well? Zeki fusses over me. She would always look for reasons to care for us. That's no good at all. Not at all. I'll have to fix you up with some Jadi's lamb stew. I am involuntarily salivating at the thought. It's good to be back. Where have you been? After you left, we headed for some older Ibexi campsites, places we used before you were born. Going back, it was beautiful. The land flourishes when you leave it for so long, each place transformed with life and abundant with things to forage since we were last there. Once we leave the ewer, we won't be coming back for a long time. It needs time to recover from nourishing us. Oh, Sable, it's so good to have you home. I've thought about you so much, just imagining all the excitement. Every time we passed a cliffside, I thought, I bet Sable's just hovering everywhere. Have you heard of Lore the Fabulist? I asked Halal if they've ever heard of Lore the Fabulist. Oh, of course I have. Not much for travel, you know, but not 2 years ago I made a special trip to Ekria just to see her. Why? I tell Halal I met her, out in the desert, and that we spent a whole evening talking about life and poetry. I add that I think I may have inspired some original work. That's amazing. So you think... sorry, I'm so excited. So you think it's possible the next time I see Lore, she might actually read a poem that you inspired? I say yes, it's quite possible. Now that is a gliding. Who cares what mask you choose? You got to hover around the world and you inspired Lore the Fabulous to write a new poem? If I were you, I'd put on my retirement mask because I'd be done. We laugh together and it feels really, really good. Welcome back. I don't remember the last time I heard Umar speak. Maybe to yell a warning, but never to converse. Takes me a moment to think of something to reply. How have you been? Umar shrugs silently. I think that's all I'm gonna get from him on that. Did you miss me? He emits a low grunt of what sounds like a chuckle. I think that means he missed me. Okay, I talked to everybody but Jadi now. Being back with the Ubexi is more comfortable than I expected. I think I thought the gliding would change every part of me, and that I would come home different. Perhaps more mature or jaded, or at least able to grasp more of Driss's jokes or Hilal's poetry. The actual change is more subtle, and I think that somehow, despite spending so much time discovering the world beyond, I've never felt more like a part of this clan. And it isn't about being a Bexy or which mask I ultimately choose. It's simply that I no longer feel so behind everyone, or like they know some grown-up secret I yearned to understand. I feel embraced, wholly as a person I am. Sable. So, now we've heard your stories, or at least the ones you're happy to tell. That means it's nearly time now. Jadi's sigh is contented. I suspect that she was more concerned with my experience in the gliding than the grand choice at the end. For that, I'm grateful. Are you ready to choose? Am I? Maybe I should choose the Ubexi mask. That's the one I'm wearing. I tell Jadi that after everything, I am thinking about choosing the Ibex mask and staying with the clan. You'd be welcome to stay with us. I know there's a lot of pressure to choose something else, so much that it sometimes feels boring to choose the very mask you started with. But all of us were gliders once. Certainly not all of us were Ubexi when we started. We are those who walk in hoof steps and seek our freedom in the desert. We know movement, the flow of migration, the joy of changing skies and shifting sands. We embrace difference and celebrate connection. All at once. I'm proud to be a Bexy. And you may be too. I thank Jadi for putting it so nicely. She leans in for a whisper. And if you aren't, you can still come visit, I won't tell. I'm ready to choose. I tell Jadi that I'm ready. She nods. I won't keep you, Sable. And if you know what you want, then all I desire is to learn what it is, to celebrate it with you. I'm allowed to be excited too, aren't I? She chuckles. Whenever you're ready, proceed to the temple. Same dialogues? Yeah. Alrighty. That kid is getting such a sick bike, dude. I've already told you guys what I'm going to choose, but I'm not going to say it again. Meowin's right on the money. Yeah, honestly, if this was me, I wouldn't give that kid my bike. I'd keep my bike. If there was like a rider's mask, like a person riding a bike mask, And if I needed to wear that in order to keep riding my bike everywhere, that's what I would do. Oh, all my masks are on things now. That's cool. Look at this disgusting thing. This guard's mask is way too big. If I pick this one, I could be Batman. It's cool that the eyes aren't moving, because this mask always has the eyes moving. Well, alright then. Do I want to choose the Ibex mask? Would I be the happiest staying here with the Ibexi? Well, I want to know the dialogues of the other ones, since it lets me say no. Here is what I know about the sandworm mask. 1, the last wearer died. 2, I found it in a reeking cave near the body of its maddened creator. 3, it appears to be made out of the flesh of baby worms. Is this the mask I'd like to choose? Do I want to choose the cartographer mask? I love that this doesn't even have anything. Of course I'm not going to pick this ugly thing. Guard mask gazes out to me and I remember Elizabeth. Could I be a guard? Do I want to choose the atomic mask? For the downside, I may be a few hundred years too late for the job. But on the plus side, I look really good in it. Still, probably not enough to turn into a whole calling. Should I really choose this mask? We found that inside of an ancient spaceship. Can I imagine life at such great heights? I would pick this mask and climb such great heights, never come down, they'll say. Do I want to choose the scrapper mask? Could I see myself out there finding treasure amid the ruins? Nah. Is entertaining for me? Nope. Scrapper sounds great to me. Yeah, Scrapper might be cool. I wish the mask looked cooler. Could I be a machinist? Nah. Do I want to choose the Shade of Ecria mask? Nope. Alright, I think I looked at everything that we unlocked. There are like 2 or 3 other masks that I didn't get. But I got all the cool ones, I promise. Would I be happiest staying here with the Ibexi? Yes. How could I go anywhere else when all I want is here? The gliding is freedom, and 1,000 little moments with 100 different people. But it is also lonely, and travel is only really as good as the ones you travel with. I want to walk the path of the Ibex, and I want to do it with Jadi, with Driss, with Hilal and Cizo. And yes, even with Saima. It's easy to get used to a place and stop seeing the joy in it, or to imagine that you've been somehow cast in a life so boring that you can't possibly be worth exploring further. But going into the world beyond made me better love the small one I have here. I will not just be Sable, I will be Ibexi. And I will be proud. I think that's what I want. Oh. Sure, yes, this is it. I don the mask of the Ibexi. It fits perfectly. I don't know why, but I feel like crying. Thanks for the bits, Dave.
You play a part. And if in time you found.
Nice. Yeah, that made me emotional, dude. I don't know why. This game is good. That was a good ass game. That hit like the finale of Journey. Do I need to play Journey on stream? I haven't played Journey before. Way and I found add it to the list. If not for the stream, then at least for yourself. Mandatory play. Is gameplay like like fun? Is it streamable? Like it would be fun on a stream? Because that's reason enough. I think the next game that I'm going to play is Final Fantasy VII, the original. Either that or Final Fantasy VI. But it'll probably be 7 because I've already played 7 and I'll be more comfortable. But yeah, if Journey is, I also don't like go super hard with a game like this usually. We did with this one, but usually I'll jump back and forth between 2 or 3 games. But yeah, man, good game. Way better than I thought it was going to be. And I was expecting it to be pretty good. Good time. I highly suggest playing this Minesweeper. I could watch you play Solitaire. Oh my god. I could see a stream of Journey. It's not the longest game, still plenty of story. Well, this wasn't a super long game, but we definitely sucked out everything that we wanted from it. That's what she said. Oh man. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for stream. I think I'm just gonna end like a little early today. I was thinking maybe I could start 7 and just play until the first save point or something, but we'll save it for tomorrow. It'll give you guys a reason to show up. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think I'm gonna dip and have some dinner, maybe play some Splatoon or something. Thanks for the hydrate. And thanks for chilling with me and watching me play this lovely game. This is really good. Oh man. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I had a really good time chilling with you guys and playing this game. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be starting Final Fantasy VII, the OG, probably around 5 or 6 p.m. EST. And also, if anyone here is not in my Discord yet, please feel free to message me on Facebook or Instagram. Let me know who you were in chat. I'll probably send you an invite. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. As always, I'll see you guys in the trenches on Facebook and Instagram and Threads. Stay safe, stay hydrated, never stop resisting. Free fucking Palestine. And let's free the Jews from Zionism while we're at it. Stay safe, guys. Love y'all. Thanks for coming.
Agarrada por el pelo contra el borde de la mesa. A lo que más miedo tenía era a cantar. La fórmula para resistirlo era, yo pensaba en una escena, ahí estaba la misma mesa, los mismos sicarios golpeándome, pero alrededor, sentados, estaban mis amigos, mi padre, la gente que más quería, y no los podía defraudar. Esa era la forma de intentar aguantar. Pero se te iban borrando la gente cuando ya descubrías que estabas desnudo, que te habían colgado, te estaban pegando en los glúteos, en las plantas de los pies, en los genitales. Yo recuerdo que pensé, no vas a volver a en tu vida. Y tenía 22 años y acababa de estrenarme. Yo no era una persona, probablemente ni un animal, era una cosa que estaba allí. Que estaba allí con 22 años, con mucho miedo y decidido a aguantar ya por rabia. os lo digo de verdad, ni por mis convicciones políticas, por rabia, porque yo era un ser humano.
La Audiencia Nacional tampoco va a extraditar a Argentina al exinspector de policía conocido como Billy el Niño. Los jueces sostienen que los delitos de torturas cometidos presuntamente en el franquismo han prescrito y no son de lesa humanidad.
Derogación, ley de amnistía, justicia universal desde América Latina.
Los delitos de lesa humanidad nunca, jamás prescriben. Nosotros y centenares de miles de víctimas nos han negado el derecho a la justicia.